Good morning, this is David. I'm your field manager here in South Carolina. Making this video for you since you can't be here for your pre-drywall orientation. This is lot number 16754. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick walk inside here. I'm going to go over some paperwork just as if you were here with me. So let's take a walk in and go right in the front door here. And then I'll set up the camera here on a tripod and go over a couple things, and then what we'll do is take a walk through the house and I'll point out stuff for you. So here we are walking in the front door. Now I'm going to widen the lens a little bit so the screen's going to look a little round, but that way you can get a wider shot. So I got some paperwork here. Let me set this up on the tripod and I can go over that with you. Okay. So, you'll have to excuse the informality of this video. Kind of a low-end production, but most of my customers find it pretty useful. So, here we go. Okay, so take off my hard hat here. Okay, so what we got here is I've got all of your options. This is the same paperwork that I went over with you at your pre-construction meeting. And what I did was I highlighted everything that we can check at this point of construction in yellow, and the items that aren't highlighted are items that won't be installed at this stage, such as hardwood, tile, and carpet, and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a walk around, and I'm going to point out these items. I might also point out some things that are standard, and then we'll come back here and we will go right down this list and make sure that we saw everything that was on the list. Okay. The other thing that I have is your phone and cable locations. Okay, and we will also verify those as we walk around and make sure that everything is in according to these locations that you chose prior to construction. Okay, so why don't we get started? All right, so I'm going to grab the camera again. All right, what we'll do is we'll go back to the front door. I'm going to widen the lens a little bit. I'm going to go right back to the front door, and I'm just going to walk into each room from there. Okay, so here we are in the foyer. All right, so in the foyer we got, an AC vent. We've got a light junction box there for a surface mount light fixture. Okay, that's all standard. And as we turn to the right here, this is your office / flex room. Okay, you've got the ceiling fan pre-wire package right there, and we have a air conditioning vent. Now you notice there's insulation in there. That's just to keep it clean during construction. All right, and we've got the windows. Okay, we've got some light switches on the wall right there, and then we've got, that's actually that's a junction box for the outside exterior outlet on the front porch. That's just a standard outlet there. Okay, we've got another standard outlet there, and then we've got an outlet there. Now here is one of your phone cable locations. All right, actually it's a cable location. You see the black wire there is the cable, and the blue wire is for a Cat 5 data jack, for like a computer. They come together as standard. Okay, and you've got a cable box there, and the water line for the refrigerator is on the opposite side of the wall. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this room here. So let's walk back into the hallway area here. Here's the kitchen. Before we get into that, I'm going to turn to the left, and this is that back hallway, okay, going towards bedroom 2. So you get the ceiling fan, recessed lights in the ceiling right there. There's 2 of those. And then as you make the corner, you'll see that there's one there as well. And that's the door that goes out to the garage. All right, so let's take a look out there. Now you'll see there's a closet right here as you come in from the garage. There's a little recessed area here to put a piece of furniture or something. A light switch there. So as we walk into the garage, here's the door. Right next to the door you've got a light switch, and then you also have this little blue wire. That little blue wire right there is for the door button for your garage door opener. So you can just hit the button as you come out. Now you got to get remotes for that. If you got that option, you'll get some remote controls to put in your car. So we got an outlet on the back wall here of the garage. Then as we look at the left side wall, there's a couple of low voltage junction box rings here. We're putting these in standard now. This is for the utility companies. All right. This is a outlet, and this will be your electric panel right here. All right. So that's where all your circuit breakers and so forth will be. Next to that, we have a shut-off valve for the water. That will shut the water off in the entire home, with the exception of the irrigation system that's outside. Alright, so then, we got the garage door here, like that. There's a couple of control boxes on each side. That's for the little safety sensors. There's one over there, and there's one right there. And then if you follow those wires up, you'll see that those are the control wires and the outlet for the garage door opener. Okay, there's also 2 junction boxes for the lights in the garage as well. Alright, so on this right side of the garage, you'll see the golf cart outlet that you chose, that location right there in the middle of the wall, side wall of the garage. Okay, so let's take a walk in the house here. Excuse me. Back into the owner's entry. We're going to take a left-hand turn towards the bedroom, and this is the bathroom. You got the standard tub shower enclosure, toilet flange there on the floor, sink location. Okay, you've got a bath fan up there. The light will actually be over the sink later on. We put that in later so it's centered on the sink. You've got the GFI outlet there, switches right there. Alright, pretty standard stuff. Then in bedroom number 2, we've got the closet here. They'll have bypass doors later and a shelf. Right next to that, we've got the phone and cable location that you chose. Again, it has the black wire and the blue wire, one for cable and one for the data. You got an outlet next to that. Okay. Then we've got kind of standard outlets throughout the room here. Alright, now one of these outlets is going to be controlled by a switch. That is a standard that we do in all the homes. The switches will be located right here. Okay, so let's take a walk back into the kitchen area. Alright, so here's your kitchen. You see the island all framed up there. And as I walk in the kitchen, you've got your, you'll have a little countertop area here, and you'll have a refrigerator next to it. And you can see that water line connection for the fridge. And on the countertop next to it, you chose that phone location right there. Okay. Switches right there. Outlets. Now, this wire you see hanging right here, that's for our under cabinet lighting package right there. Alright. That'll be connected later. So right here you got framed in your pantry closet. It'll have a light inside the pantry closet. Right here you're going to have some countertop. You got outlets. Again, under cabinet lighting. Right here you have your, this would be where your range is. You got the electricity connections there at the bottom for that. Okay. Above you'll have a microwave hood connection up there, depending on what option you chose. Some more outlets, under cabinet lights, more outlets. Okay. There is a cable location right here on the counter that you chose, that location right there. Okay. And then as we look back around the other side of the island, we've got the, you've got the lower dishwasher option. Okay. Then you've got your sink location will be here, and all that wiring you see is for powering up your garbage disposer. There's outlets on the island, and there's also the dishwasher power as well. Okay. So if we look up above, you'll see recessed lighting package. Okay, you got a bunch of those. Another AC vent, and then you've got 3 junction boxes for your pendants over your island. Those are those black round plastic boxes right there. Okay. All right. So as we look across the kitchen, you've got that wet bar option. And here as well, you've got, outlets, under cabinet lighting. Okay, and then you've got your plumbing connections here that'll be for that wet bar sink. All right, and then you got the refrigerator plug as well. Okay, so as we're looking towards the dining room, you got those 2 standard windows there. There'll be a chandelier up here where that junction box is. Then you got another air conditioning vent. Okay, you got your sunroom option right here with the additional windows off to the side there. Okay, carpenter's coming back later today to put this patio door in for you. All right. In here you've got 4 recessed lights in this room, and you got the ceiling fan junction box right there in the middle if you can see it. Okay, real nice option. Good choice. Real nice. You can see right out the windows there, you get the lagoon right out the windows. Very nice. Alright, you got switches there. There's a framed opening here, kind of a pass through to the great room. Here's your great room. You got the recessed lights in here. Ceiling fan junction box right there in the middle. You get your fireplace over there. Okay, we got standard outlets, kind of throughout the room, down low here. And as we come around to the fireplace, you got the tech tube right here. So you got the electricity for your TV, and then you've got this this blank box with the string inside. If you can see that string right here. So later on, what you can do is you can tie your component cables to that and actually pull it down the tube here, all the way over to here, and that's where your components can go on like a little piece of furniture. So there's another outlet there on the other end of the tube, so you can snake your wires up through there. Next to that, you've got the cable location, and again, it comes with the data line. All right. And there's 2 of them back to back there because there's one for the master bedroom, which we'll look at in a minute. Okay, so everything's all set up there. All right. So this is pretty much it for the great room. Okay, you got some switches over here. As we walk into this back hallway area, you got some switches. All right, and here right in front of us, we've got a bundle of wire that's for the thermostat later on. Okay, and right above us is the main return vent for the AC system. Okay, that. All right, so if we turn to the left here, we go into the laundry room. The laundry room's got a bunch of stuff going on. We've got the dryer vent right here, which is this hard metal pipe. All right, we don't use flex duct on that. We use all hard metal pipe. It goes up and it goes right outside the house. Okay, we only use flex lines for the bath vents, but anything where there's going to be lint or heat, we use a solid vent. So right here is your hot water, cold water connections, a drain for the washer machine. Then you got an outlet for that, and of course you got 220 there for the dryer later on. Here you got a light fixture in here as well. Okay. So let's take a look at the master bedroom. As we walk into the master bedroom and we look up, you can see you got that tray ceiling option. And that'll be all framed in with sheetrock and crown molding. It'll look really nice when it's all done. You got another return air vent there. We've got a ceiling fan junction box there. You'll notice this square box right here is actually for the smoke detector. Okay, we put those in according to the fire department recommendations. All right, so as we look along the wall, you got some standard outlets. There's that other cable location there. Again, comes with a data line. You got the outlet right next to it. Okay, you can see the back side of the fireplace. We got outlet here. Outlets all throughout the room. Okay, like that. Now you notice, you might notice, but see that little S with that junction box? That means that's switched. So we put a switched outlet as standard in most of the bedrooms and the bigger rooms. So I'll point those out to you when the project's all done. All right, and another outlet there between the bedroom door and the bathroom door. So let's take a look at the bathroom. So as we walk into the bathroom and you turn to the left, you'll see this is going to be where the vanities will be. And it's plumbed in for 2 sinks, so you got that additional sink option. And you've got some switches here for lights, bath fan, okay? Then you've got junction box for GFI circuit. There's also another GFI circuit down here at the other end. So both ends of the counter, you'll have the GFI circuit. And of course you have 2 lights up over each sink, okay? Big mirror along here later on. All right, and then as we turn around, you'll see you have your shower pan. And excuse the mess because we just didn't get a chance to clean up too well before the video, but so it's all framed in for your shower seat. So this will actually be all covered with a special rubber membrane. You can see the plumber's already put in a rubber membrane there. You see that this is actually like a rubber flashing, real sticky stuff there. So any water that comes down, it gets in, will fall back into the shower pan here. But they do that across that whole seat right there. They do the same rubber membrane all the way up and up the wall, and then put the wall board on. They do a waterproofing on the wall board, and then they do the tile. So you got the shower window right there. You got recessed lights over that as well. Okay, your shower valve, shower head. All right. And next to that, we have a pretty good sized linen closet here. That'll be full of shelves. All right, and then next to that, we've got the private toilet area. So it's all plumbed in for the toilet. All right, it has its own bath fan up there. Got some switches. Okay, that big black pipe that you see right there, that's an insulated pipe. That's for your air conditioning unit. Comes down, the refrigerant line comes down, goes outside. I'll show you that in a minute when I take a walk outside. All right, so this is the big walk-in closet. Real nice part of this layout, this floor plan. It's this huge walk-in closet. It'll have shelves all along the walls here, okay? But one of the other significant things it has is it has this attic access. See that square? That'll look like a picture frame when the job is all done. And that's for a service technician to get up there and get to the AC unit. The AC unit is actually right above this plywood here, okay? When I walk back in the other room, I'll try to get a shot of that for you. All right, so let's walk right back around. Going back through the bathroom. Going back into the bedroom. And we'll head back into the hallway here. And back into the great room. Now, as I'm into the great room, let me take a look back here. And if you can see up in there, up over that closet, is that HVAC unit. It's a little tricky to see, but it's up in there. Okay. So what I want to do now is I'm just going to put this camera right back on the tripod, and I'm going to review through those options and make sure that we covered everything. And if we didn't, I'm going to make a note of it and make sure it does get done. Okay, so let me get rid of that circle just for a second. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this paperwork again. All right, so I don't know if you can see me well enough. All right. Try to get a little closer there. So what we got here is we've got, I'm just going to read through the yellow items. So we get the owner's bath tile number 1, level 2 shower surround. So that means the master bath is all ready to get the tile. So it's got the shower seat framed in, you got the right shower pan, there's no fiberglass walls, it's ready to go. All right, we saw the golf cart receptacle in the garage. We saw 3 additional cable outlets. We saw the ceiling fan pre-wire package in all the bigger rooms. You got the bedrooms, the great room we saw the sunroom, okay, all those rooms. You got the TV tech tube pre-wire. We saw that right over the fireplace. The floodlight at the exterior, we'll take a look at that when we go outside and we walk around. I'll show that to you. 3 pendant lights in the kitchen, we saw that. Recessed can lights in the kitchen, we saw those as well. Then we've got the under cabinet lighting package, so that's just that wire that was hanging out that we saw. Elevation number 2, well, you saw that at the beginning of the video, what the front facade of the house looks like. And Obviously, when the siding's done, that will be complete. The fireplace, we saw that. Okay, so now we've got tray ceiling in the master suite. That was in, we saw that. The sunroom itself. The gas rough-in. We'll take a look at your plan, and I think you had the barbecue gas rough-in. Here's your, yeah, right here. You got the gas line that should be coming out next to the patio. So I'll confirm that in a minute and make sure that that's installed for you. Okay, you got the additional windows on the sunroom. That is, that's on the sidewall. We saw that. Then we've got the recessed can lights in the halls. So that was just that back owner's entry going back towards the bedroom number 2 and bath number 2. Then we've got the recessed can light. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the same item. Built-in appliances, gas, stainless steel. We didn't see that. That one I'm looking at right now, and it's not in yet. So I will make sure that that gets put in. Okay, so I think what we see here is we see in that the gas line for the barbecue. Whoop, let me back up a little bit. The gas line for the barbecue off the patio I didn't see, and I don't see the right down here behind me is where your range is going to be. I don't see the gas line for that, so I'll make sure that that gets installed in the next day or so. Okay. All right. That's why we're doing this meeting. Okay. Next item, we've got the beverage center. That's the wet bar area here next to the kitchen. The recessed can lights in the family room. We saw those. The optional sink in the master bath, so that's the double sinks. The recessed can lights in the foyer. I actually don't see those. Do I have the right paperwork here? Hang on just a second for me. Recessed can lights in the foyer. So let's take a quick look over there for that. So no, I don't see the recessed lights in the foyer. We just got the standard. So we're gonna have to get those added in for you. So I'll do that. I need another item on my list. Not too bad though. 2 items, no big deal. All right. And then we've got the optional alternate kitchen island, which is that lowered island that I'm standing at right now. So that's all set. Okay. So the 2 things I got to check on for you is the gas lines and the recessed lights in the foyer. Okay. So if you don't hear back from me on that, just shoot me an email and I'll confirm it with you. Okay. And then obviously when you come at the end of the job, that stuff will be installed. All right. So I've got your phone and cable locations here. So I'm just going to take a quick look and make sure that we're matching that. So we got the tech tube, we got the cable locations there. They're back to back, the gathering room and the owner's suite, so that was okay. We've got a cable location here, which is right next to me here at the kitchen counter. We got a phone location, which was over there near the fridge. We're good there. We got a cable location on the back wall of the flex room or the office. We were good there. We had that cable location next to the closet in bedroom number 2. We were good there. And we saw the golf cart plug there on that right side of the garage. So those are all correct. Okay? So we're all set with that. Let's just, let me put this paperwork down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hard hat on and grab the camera, and we're going to take a walk around the outside, and then we're going to wrap up the video out there in the street. Now, one of the things that I want to let you know about is I'm going to send you a link to another video where I talk about some of the engineering and some of the standards that we do for all our homes that we're really proud about. And A lot of customers find that very informative, and it gives them a really good comfort level of the quality and some of the extra things that we do that some other people don't do when they build homes. So I'll send you that as well. If you don't get that, please ask me about it because it's pretty informative stuff. So let me grab this. All right, let me grab the camera here, and we're gonna go right outside. I'm gonna walk right out the front door, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go right around the whole house. All right, so here we are, walking out the front. Again, excuse the mess. All right, so here's your siding material. It's all here, getting ready to be put in. Here's a quick look to the right of your house. A couple houses under construction, couple houses done. And to the left, we got same thing, one other house under construction, and the rest of the road is done that way. So here we are at the front door. So this gives you an idea of the front facade. Okay. Siding should be installed, it'll probably start tomorrow. Alright, then as we walk between the homes here, alright, we're all set. We got the nice tie par there. I'm going to talk about the quality of all of these products that you see right now. I'm going to talk about those in a different video. This pipe you see right here is just a clean out pipe for the sewer. That'll be cut down at ground level later on once they get the grass in and everything. Okay. So walking around, here's the 2 windows to your dining room, the side windows to your sunroom. Okay, you can see your lagoon back here. Alright. Some construction going on across the lagoon as well. There's all kinds of stuff going on here right now. Quick look to the right here. And a quick look to the left. And then here's your back of your home. Alright, I'll step back a little bit, give you a little bit better view. Okay, everything's looking good. Roof's all done, everything's dried in. So a couple things that you'll notice right there is your floodlight for the exterior. Okay, and then this is the vent for the fireplace. See that orange mark? That's actually where I marked out for your barbecue gas line. They just hadn't installed it yet. And there's your patio. It's a little bit dirty, but don't worry, we'll get that all cleaned up and pressure washed. It'll look beautiful when it's done. There's an outlet there on the patio, standard, and there's a light above it, right outside that sunroom door. Okay? There we go there. There's your bedroom windows. Okay. Alright, so it's a little bit of a mess here between these 2 homes because they're both under construction. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. There's your master bathroom window. You got a couple of vents sticking out there. One's for the dryer, one's for the bath fan. You got a couple of outlets. You got the pad here for the air conditioner. It's half covered with dirt, but again, we get that all cleaned off, graded, sod around it. The refrigerant lines are all sticking out, ready to go. An outlet there. Another sewer line that again will be cut ground level later. That's the bedroom 2 window. And as we move across here, you see that red and blue pipe. That's hot and cold water. That's where your water heater will be. And then the electrical connection is just to the left of that. All these wires sticking out here for your phone, cable, data, all sticking out. The utility company will hook those up for you. Got your electric meter right next to that. Okay, your gas meter will end up being on this side of the house as well once the gas guy gets out here and does his thing. But there's another service outlet right there. Okay, so yeah, this gas guy just hasn't shown up yet. So I'll just double check with him, make sure he's scheduled. Alright, but here's the other shot of your garage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk right back out in the street, and that will conclude this video. So again, make sure you check out my other video of all your standard features. I think you'll find it real informative. I hope you found this informative. Again, I apologize for the kind of non-professional video, but since you couldn't be here, I wanted to make it for you. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give me an email if you got any questions. Have a good day.